Welcome to the weekend edition of the Nightly Nugent. You know what, Ted? You and I have been so fortunate. You're still hosting an outdoor channel show, an outdoor show. I did it for many, many years. We've hunted all over the place. We've hunted with a lot of people. But here's my question for you today. As we approach hunting season 2022, who is out there that you have not hunted with that you would love to share a hunting camp with? And tell our listeners why that person is on the top of your bucket list.
Well, you're right. We call the Ted Nugent Real America Voice the Spirit Campfire, and I have my own Spirit Campfire podcast because, as you know, we've shared many Spirit Campfires together.
Yes.
And the openness, the positive energy, and the uninhibitedness, the honesty, the cohesiveness that you find around a campfire, I don't think can be found anywhere else. I had some campfires with the heroes of the U.S. Marine Corps and the Navy and Air Force and the U.S. Army in Afghanistan and Iraq. And there is a spiritual content to a campfire in every instance, especially with my kids and my family, my hunting buddies. You and I have experienced that.
Yep.
But, and this year it'll happen again, I'm humbled beyond words, which is hard to imagine, Ted Nugent beyond words. But when I'm invited by a family to fulfill a request of a terminally ill child, and they want to go hunting with Uncle Ted before they die, I probably don't have to explain that any further. You can feel it deep in your gut right now that I'm honored beyond description to share those campfires. And we have some requests in again this year. That is a designation made by that family in that traumatic, heart-rendering time of their lives that somehow I deserve them. Somehow I have done something in my life to qualify to be requested to share a campfire with a dying young boy or a young girl. And they see a piss and vinegar and a fun, a positive, humorous, if nothing else, spirit on my Ted Nugent Spirit of the Wild show. And when they've seen me here, there, and everywhere, that they want to experience firsthand before they die. Wow. How lucky am I?
Yeah.
So that's the epitome of a connection with humankind in a most emotional period in our lives. But Mark Geist, the hero from Benghazi who stood on that rooftop protecting the U.S. Embassy in spite of the failure of the U.S. government and Hillary Clinton's dishonesty and treasonous behavior and Barack Obama's dishonesty, indecent, treasonous behavior. Mark Geist was there in the belly of the beast in Benghazi, and he's a dear friend of ours.
That's right.
We've never shared a campfire. So this year, Joey Jones, you see him on Fox, he gave up his legs for the American dream, and John Wayne Walding, who gave up a leg for the American dream, and Gary O'Neill, who wrote the book American Warrior as a U.S. Green Beret, and Army Rangers. These are the guys that I've invited into my campfire this year.
Awesome.
And, that's going to be some pretty special stuff. So to share a campfire with heroes that have gave up their legs and their skin and their arms and dragged their brothers off the field in a body bag, they've been to such a degree of sacrifice and honor that when I'm around a campfire with them, I think I leave a better man than when I first joined them. So
that is awesome. Obviously, I've shared campfires with Geist. What a wonderful, great hunter, great guy. Donald Trump Jr., of course, I hunt with him. I look forward to doing that again. Jeff Foxworthy, I really want to get with him. But, as I think about this, there's some campfires that I really hope we can put together. I would love to share a hunting campfire with you and Michael Martin Murphy together, hunted with each of you separately, because I can only imagine the mixture of your faith, your patriotism, and your music around that campfire. I would really love to see you and I do a campfire together with Donald Trump Jr. I know you've been with him, hunted with him, and I've done that as well. I would love to do that as a group. So those are my goals this hunting season, Ted. And God bless you for all you do for everybody, the warriors that you talked about and those kids. I'll tell a personal story about you to wrap this up today. My son, Zach, and I, and you'll probably remember this, were hunting with you, and you had just done a hunt with a kid named Zach Martin.
That's right.
Who his dying wish was to hunt with you. And Zach and I happened to be on a hunt with you when you got the news that Zach Martin had passed away. And literally when you got the news, Ted, you cried, and it was very emotional. And so I know how hard it is when you get news like that, but yet you still do it year after year with all of those kids and those warriors. And you know what, Ted? A lot of negative press out there about Ted Nugent, but that's why God gave us 2 middle fingers, man. I love you. And I know there's a lot of people out there, Ted, that appreciate that all you do for your country, for these warriors, and for those sick and dying kids. God bless you, my friend.
Well, I'd like to represent a very positive pulse of we the people that I'm humbled and honored to experience, and experience it in its best form around campfires. So thank you, Keith. And thank you, everybody, for supporting the Nightly News. I hope you come to tednugent.com. And I also hope you go to mypillow.com. If you really want to make a statement, we need to support those who go out on the edge for us. And that's Mike Lindell. So here's a little, have a great weekend. Go to mypillow.com and buy a bunch of stuff for your friends and family if you want to give a gift that is made in America by a great American warrior, and put in the code SPIRIT. mypillow.com, put in the code SPIRIT, because you can buy one of Mike Lindell's dog beds and you can snuggle with the one you love on it. My dogs love those dog beds. Once again, mypillow.com, type in the code SPIRIT and say thank you for a guy who fights for us every day.
And you know what, Ted, we're talking about who we want to hunt with. I know there's a lot of our listeners out there that their dream hunt is to share a hunt with Ted Nugent. If you go to hunternation.org, there is an opportunity of a lifetime right there. Go to hunternation.org and sign up to go on the dream hunt with none other than Ted Nugent. Thank you for joining us this entire week. What a great week we've had. And Ted, I hope you have a great rest of your weekend, and I can't wait to see you in concert.
There's a big Detroit muscle out there, and it's flexing as we speak. God bless America, God bless the military, and God bless everybody here at the Nightly News. Thank you very much.